What is going on, guys? It's your boy here from Corrupt Gaming, and in today's video we're going to be discussing a topic which is pretty big right now in the Call of Duty community. That topic is the future of Call of Duty. Now I'm going to briefly explain before we start the video how Call of Duty is made. Call of Duty is a game which is published by the company Activision. It isn't the only game that Activision publishes, and it's in a 3-year development cycle. It's made by Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch and Infinity Ward. Now the most recent game we've had is World War II. That was made by Sledgehammer Games, and what we're expecting now in 2018 is Treyarch's game, which they would have been developing for the past 3 years. Now once we've got that out the way, let's discuss what the game could be and what we can expect for this year. So with Treyarch, we've had Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. All three were very good games. I personally enjoyed them. I know the community enjoyed them. A lot of YouTubers enjoyed them, and it brings in tons of views on YouTube. Black Ops 3 is now almost 3 years old. It will be 3 years old by the end of this year when Treyarch release their 4th installment to the Black Ops series. That's if they do. We'll get to that in a moment. But the player base on Black Ops 3, it's still massive. On PC, Xbox One and PS4, it's still really big. Even people on old gen consoles are playing Black Ops 3. It's a very good game. Treyarch did a really good job with it, especially when it comes to multiplayer and of course the zombies experience, which bring back a lot of old school players who were still stuck playing Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 zombies. Now, on regards to what Treyarch are going to bring out this year, no one really knows, but we've had some sort of leaks. So Black Ops 4, a lot of people are saying Black Ops 4, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 4. Now I personally do want to see a Black Ops 4 just because of how good the Black Ops series has been so far, and I think it has been one of the best series in Call of Duty. Probably Black Ops 2 was one of the best games of all time that Call of Duty has come out with, but you know, Black Ops 3 was also really good and Black Ops 1 was also really good, but Black Ops 2 was just an all-round perfect game where it was the zombies and the multiplayer experience and the campaign. So I'm really hoping that they do make a Black Ops 4 this year. But the problem with that is that where would they set the timeline to be in for the campaign? So as we all know, the storyline of Black Ops, starting from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3, we've started off from the past and now we've ended up in the future, very far in the future. Now if Call of Duty, if Treyarch make a Black Ops 4 in the future, they can't really do that, because Black Ops 3 we already had specialist class, we already had specialist weapons, we already had, you know, flying exosuits, we had amazing score streaks, everything was already set in the future, futuristic weapons, everything that you could want from the future, you name it, we had it in Black Ops 3. Now they can't really go any far more into the future. Like, it will just become something like Halo or Titanfall, and that's not what Treyarch is about, and that's not what they've done so far, and I definitely guarantee that that is not what they're going to do. Now if they go back in the past, obviously we've already had World War II now, so no one's really going to do, and Treyarch have already confirmed that they're not going to do World War II. You got World War 1, but that was already done by Battlefield 1. And the reviews for Battlefield 1 was not as good as Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3, so I don't think any company is really going to go back and do a World War 1 kind of game, even though Battlefield 1 was a really good game. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we can't go back in the past and we can't go into the future, so really the only option is to do a modern day shooter. Now Treyarch did recently put out a job description wanting to hire someone who had experience in modern gaming, modern first-person shooter games. Now that really does sort of confirm to us that these guys want to do a modern day shooter. I think that makes sense when you have a look that they've already been to the future, they've already been to the past, so I think it'll be really refreshing to finally have a modern day shooter. We haven't had one since I believe 2013 with Call of Duty Ghosts, so, and Treyarch have never actually done a modern day shooter based in sort of our time era, you know, 2017, 2018. So I think that'll be really cool to see what these guys come up with. But yeah, so that's Black Ops 4. So that is definitely a possibility. I want to see Black Ops 4. If you guys in the comment section down below, let me know if you guys want to see Black Ops 4. You know, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see Black Ops 4. You know. Anyway, so the next topic is going to be World War II and what is going on with World War II right now. So World War II, what did pretty much, it did 65% better than Infinite Warfare. That's all I really have to say. Infinite Warfare was a load of shit. World War II pretty much saved for the Call of Duty series. Now I really enjoy playing World War II. I think the multiplayer experience is really good. However, I do have personal issues with it, and I know a lot of other people do have these similar issues. The biggest one being the maps and the guns. There is just not enough of them in the game. If you look at every other Call of Duty, even Ghost, we had a mass variety of weapons and a mass variety of maps, unique maps. World War II has the standard 3-lane system map pretty much on almost all of the maps. It has only 9 maps if you don't count the war maps, and it has very limited amount of guns. Now that means that people are going to learn the maps a lot. They're going to know the spawn points, and a lot of people are going to start to get bored and feel that it's quite tedious playing the same maps over and over and over again. Now I know the reason why Sledgehammer did only 9 maps is because they did do the war mode, but the thing is Battlefield 1 has already conquered the large first person shooter war experience, and Call of Duty isn't meant to be a large war experience game. It's meant to be a 6v6 or 18 in a game, fast paced first person shooter, with good reflexes and good aim, and then you'll be able to play this game. Whereas Battlefield 1 is about an open map, and playing the game more strategically. Call of Duty can be a strategic game depending what game mode you're playing, but usually it is very fast paced. So I think they made a mistake with the war mode. I personally don't play it much at all, so they should have at least had about 12 maps, but they've only got 9. So a lot of people feel like they're playing the same maps over and over and over again. The next thing is, there's a hell of a lot of campers in Call of Duty, hell of a lot of people sitting at the back of the map. The shotguns in this game are way too overpowered, and also the health regeneration system in this game is way too slow. When you have a look at all the other Call of Duties, especially the Treyarch games on the topic of Black Ops 4, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 had an average of about 6.1 seconds regeneration, health regeneration. Call of Duty World War 2 has over 8.2, 8.3 on average health regeneration. And that is a long time. When you're surrounded by 4 or 5 people and you're trying to take them all out, if they get a few shots off you, you want to be able to regenerate your health so you can get on to killing the next person. If your health isn't regenerating quick enough, then you're just going to get killed. And as you can see on screen, a lot of the times you can actually see that the health regeneration is just way too slow. So moving on to our next and final topic will be, what is the future of Call of Duty after Treyarch's last game? Now, a massive thing which all you guys probably know is Fortnite Battle Royale, PUBG and Battlegrounds are probably the biggest things right now in gaming community. We've had YouTubers like Ali, Syndicate, and many other YouTubers that were purely based on Call of Duty and got their fame and success from playing Call of Duty have now moved on to playing Fortnite. Even I'm going to cover Fortnite in my channel, and I'm not as big as those guys. So that just shows you that the Call of Duty community has really, it's sort of split up. A lot of people have moved on to new games. Now, Call of Duty was the franchise that killed games like Halo. Halo was probably one of the biggest first-person shooters of its time. Call of Duty comes along and completely smashes them out of the park. Now, is Call of Duty going to last forever? Probably not. Definitely not. Something will come out and something will be, and probably knock Call of Duty out of the park, and we probably won't play it anymore. At the moment, that is looking like to be Battlegrounds, Fortnite and PUBG. The Battle Royale game mode is just so good. It's very addicting, it's very fun. A lot of YouTubers like covering it, and it brings in a ton of money and a ton of views. So that's sort of where the gaming community is going at the moment. What that means for Call of Duty is, a lot less people playing the game, and Call of Duty really thrives of its YouTube community. The people that play Call of Duty, they all watch YouTube videos for health, not for health, sorry, for tips and tricks on the game. Now, if a lot of YouTubers aren't covering Call of Duty anymore, then a lot of people aren't going to play it anymore. Like, if it's not a fan favorite, if people aren't buying it, if people aren't playing it, then what we're going to do? Now, yeah, we're definitely going to get a game this year because Call of Duty sold 500 million copies, so we can look forward to Black Ops 4 or whatever is going to come out. But what do you guys think is going to be the future of Call of Duty? Do you think Battle Royale, PUBG and Battlegrounds are going to knock it out of the park? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want to see a Black Ops 4, and just let me know your thoughts on what you think the future of Call of Duty is. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you found this informative and useful. If you did, make sure you hit the big red subscribe button, leave a like down below, and do not be afraid to comment. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and this was Corrupt Gaming.